Wow, thank you. That's a very large question, but
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Calvin. I'm from Morning Sports. Just a quick question about you mentioned earlier the grassroots. What support systems are in place for the aspiring pro players?
I think this question is to me, and for pro player and amateur players, still the most important thing is to prepare the tournament and the place they can play. So that this year, as you've seen, we prepared big global events like S2, also Mid-Season Invitational and KIC, and also in add-on because we so far made a very successful opening, the launching in Southeast Asia. So we prepared not additional, but also some good tournament like the South Asia Championship at the end of the year. So, however, it's not enough. So next year, we're gonna also prepare a lot of more tournaments for pro players to play and show off their skills and competitiveness. So that information will be also shared later. However, I think as a year one, the more important thing is how we can give a chance for any amateur players to go and they can have a chance to become even a pro player. So that's the reason we also doing the open series. And one important thing is also HOK has been joining to all big global sports events like South Asia Games, Asian Games, and also there's some discussion about even esports is joining to Olympics, right? So I believe HOK should be also able to have a chance. Sure, it's nothing decided, so we are continue to actually try. But it will be great if honor walking is not just only esports, but also it can be a best way for players to join and enjoy the overall esports as a culture. So we are continue to doing our best to make it happen.
Exciting. Just another question. We were just wondering,
While we holding esports tournament, always the most kind of the worried situation is some kind of technical problem, right? So even this small event, we also have sometimes technical problem. And really good thing for HOK is this game was launched in 2015 in China. So for 9 years, it established a robust ecosystem and the esports scenery in China. So game is really stable and very kind of some well tested, so that so far we're holding the S2, we haven't met any technical issue or situation, so it's just some kind of one thing I'm really proud of.
just wanted to inquire, what's the significance of holding this season 2 in Malaysia specifically?
Also, we had a lot of discussion whether we really want to do this invitation season 2, because invitation season 1 happened in Istanbul, Turkey this March, and also months later there's an even bigger event, the invitation mid-season in EWC. So timing-wise, it's somewhere in the middle, and also this S2 is just 1 month before EWC. However, we believe this S2 will be very important to hold because after global launching, also we want to deliver this esports passion and the way to enjoy the game to audiences. And also, we also did some research why people watching esports. Mainly there are 2 reasons. First reason, to learn how to play better. And second, to follow the pro teams or players they love. So once we launch globally, then also players need to have some material to see how to play better. There are all the different heroes. Now we have more than 80 to to 100 heroes, and then each hero has a different their skill set and different way to play. Then the easiest and the best way to learn play better is watch how pro players are playing, so that we believe this S2 will be very meaningful. So we hold, and so far, as mentioned, S2 is even more successful than we expected, and also it's great to have two Malaysian teams in Malaysia, right? So, and also we got a lot of some kind of the positive feedback from the audiences, like our overall system or how to hold it. So S2 so far, it already achieved what it really wanted, and by this, I think we can make even more successful event in upcoming global event and so on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have a second question from ABS-CBN of the Philippines.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm AC from ABS-CBN from the Philippines. I would just like to ask, because usually it takes like years for esports tournaments to globally expand, and for HOK we see this entirely different trajectory since I think in the Philippines it was launched June 20, so it was really like fast-paced and everything. And so why did you decide to implement an esports ecosystem as you just did for its first year outside China?
Actually, I appreciate you asking this question, because this is a very kind of a great question for us to share what we're doing. Yes, actually it's true that we are moving much faster than usual. So even in year one, just a global launch, and as you mentioned, we're doing the global event, and we are doing some pro championship and grassroots, all going very fast. There are several reasons, but so far, as a senior director of level implement global esports center, when we make the esports strategy, we always consider the timing and region, because in global esports, the condition and the situation is all different. For example, in Southeast Asia, until 2028, the total gamer will reach to 340 million. So here already there are a lot of gamers, and also mobile penetration is more than almost near to 100%. So also almost everybody has a smartphone. So still there's a bunch of potential to have more players and audiences for mobile esports. So that we try to push it to also Pro League and others, so that we make more content for people to enjoy. Also there's a chance to join into this ecosystem. So we are very aggressive in South Asia. For example, like Middle East. Middle East esports ecosystem is it's not matured yet, it's growing up. But actual speed is much faster than we thought before, like this EWC and many events, and also very strong government support. So for there, we are also trying to actually make more tournament with influencers, so that more people need to know about this esports. So that our focus is not just a pro team, very aggressive way, but try to make more people to understand and get enjoying about our esports content. So our target is slightly different. And also other regions like Brazil. We launched the game 2 years ago, HOK Brazil, so that already HOK BR, Pro League already started. So that's the reason why also the Brazil team showed very strong performance in S2 this time. So we are doing different strategy for timing and the region. And for Honor of Kings, I haven't seen any other game have this similar situation. Honor of Kings was launched in 2015 in China, and already made one of the lowest, the biggest esports ecosystem in China. If you go to China, you can really see everybody playing HOK, and then global ecosystem-wise, from cities to universities and amateur, semi-pro, and pro, and even pro has the several even the layers of league, like the third level league, the second and first. So this is a really strong ecosystem. So the thing is, if we do not speed up, then the gap, this 9 years gap, we're getting even bigger. So that it was not optional to chase up, and we really need to speed it up. But even we try to speed up, but if fans and pro teams and overall our team experience couldn't follow, then you cannot follow this speed. But thankfully, as you mentioned, our teammates also get much experience over handling this mobile esports for 60 years and even longer. And also fans are following. So as you mentioned, S2, we showed a very strong the viewership as well. So even we moving fast, also fans and the systems and teams are following and actually making the great result. So I think it was the right decision to do this. And even speed will be faster next year, as you mentioned.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I believe we have one more question as well from GMA News Online, also from the Philippines.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Bianca here from GMA News Online, the Philippines. My question is, do you expect the Philippines to also dominate the honor of kings, given how the country has been faring internationally, where Filipinos rule 4 of the 5 major world tournaments?
I know, and I think everybody here all knows that the Philippine Pro Hawks are showing very strong performance in most of the mobile esports games, and so I have no reason not to believe, right? So I believe Philippine Pro teams will also show the strong performance in HOK as well, but whether they can really dominate or not, I hope, but let's see. Because I believe also Indonesian team, Malaysian team, Brazil team, and also by this global event there will be more teams coming, and I believe they also show the strong performance. So at least I believe Philippine teams will show the very strong performance, but dominating or not, let's see. I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question from a Malaysian publication, Harimau, Malaya.
Hi, good afternoon. I have two questions. I'm Zhang from Malaysian Media. So my first question is, what's your comment about this disobedience that the first time came to Malaysia? And second question is, what's your expectation and target for HOK game, especially for market Southeast Asia? Thank you.
Sorry, can you say again?
Okay, my first question is, what's your comment about the HOK game that the first time in Malaysia?
Well, I mean, we do have, I mean, the game has been launched in China for a long time, right? But I think the reason why we're not launching it by that time globally is we don't think the situation is really ready. Because by that time, the mobile penetration, I think the mobile performance and even network stability, I don't think they're fully ready. And that's why after a few years ago, I think all the scenario crashes and we're coming to Malaysia. And I think right now we have very promising results as we're launching in Malaysia, especially. That's also the main reason we are holding S2 here, right? Because we're always seeing Malaysia do have the potential, no matter it's on esports sites or the user growing sites. So I think that's the main reason we're coming to Malaysia. I think in the long run, Malaysia can do a very good performance.
My second question is, what's your expectation and target for HOK game, especially for target Southeast Asia?
Wow, that's a very large question. But indeed, I mean, in short, we expect Nodaf game to be one of the most successful games in Southeast Asia for sure. And we are also looking forward to bring a totally different mobile user experience, because this is a game has been popular globally, I mean in China for a long time, and considered to be the largest mobile in the world. So no matter it's the epic animation, in-game items, or champions we can provide, or constantly high value in-game item can really give to the users, I think that's our advantage. So I would say being dominating or even being one of the largest competitor in the market will be our goal.
Thank you. We have a question from Indonesian publication Revival TV.
Thank you. I'm Rafli from Revival TV. The question is, Honor of Game released first at China in 2015, and now released for globally. what was the reason behind Honor of King release the game for globally instead of focusing in China's market? Thank you.
Oh, that, okay. I'll do the answer. That's probably a similar question as the last one. Is just the local first. I think the first of all, just the number of the users by the time we launch is not enough. I mean, globally, there's China. I think China is the pioneer of moving the players from PC into mobile. So that's why we're becoming the pioneer in that period. And 2016, I think Southeast Asia, there's still a duration that with relatively limited network, and also even most of the users are using feature phones by the time. So I think the mobile performance will not be sufficient to play high quality advanced mobile game. But right now it's still 24. I think all the stuff as the economy grows, right? So also the stability of the network and mobile performance. I think all the smartphones can successfully support some of them. I think that's exactly the right time we step out of China and bring this one of the most successful game to all the users globally. Yeah, I think it's the right time.
Thank you. We have a couple of questions more. One from Dunia Games, the Indonesian media.
Hello, my name is Rizky from Dunia Games. My question is, what are the efforts made by Malaya unit to keep competing with other mobile phones?
You're saying the efforts we have been doing compared to other mobile
Yes.
games? Okay. That's interesting because originally everybody knows that we're a Chinese game, right? So all the characters, all the in-game features, even all the wordings of the game are Chinese. So I think if we are stepping out of China, then we're gonna appreciate the local cultures, no matter where it is, and also the languages. I think the very first thing we're gonna do is we have the local languages. I think if you are looking into the game, so when you open the game, you will see the local languages will be there. I think we have the high percentage of accuracy right now, and also we have an interesting voiceover. So I think that's getting even viral right now, no matter it's in Malaysia, Philippines, or Indonesia. You guys probably can remember it, right? I see somebody smiling. So aside from this, like local cultures and local champions, local heroes, that's something we're working with. So we are not just directly moving the Chinese stuff out of China. We are just using the very fundamental, using the China's advanced fundamental skills, but we appreciate the local cultures. We combine this together and bring to our local and global use. I think that's the effort level of this.
Okay.
Thank you. We've got another one question from Malaysian publication, Oriental Daily News.
Good afternoon, thank you for orders Oriental Daily. My question is, besides the international tournaments, what the other plans with the HOK will have in the international market in the future?
International market, because we're in Southeast Asia right now, and I think Southeast Asia is also considered to be international. So I will come back with the Southeast Asia one, because I think esports is definitely one of the replacement elements during game publishing. But what else is we enable the local users to have more content. I think local creative content, funny content like the voiceover, right? That's the funny content we bring to local users. As well as I just mentioned in the slides, we have the HOK studio. That's something enable you are just previously probably just a mass users or nobody, but you create interesting content. You probably can be a KOL or even being the part of the revenue share pool. So I think that's the difference compared to having an esports tournament. Because I think within the publishing pipeline, everything is going parallel, right? So you have the esports, that's the pro players, that's the most advanced, most skillful people. But you also have the communities. You're gonna care for these people, and also you can even bring the path from the grassroots to esports, and it actually can be a perfect lifestyle, you know, for the kids and even yeah, their dreams, I would say.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A quick round of applause to our spokespeople. Thank you, gentlemen.